Hey guys, this is Radhika and in today's video we are going to see the paper of GATE 2020. In this video we are going to deal with the paper 1 of GATE, that is general aptitude. So we are going to see what kind of questions were asked in general aptitude. So there is some of the aptitude questions, there are also English. So let's see and try to find out the solution to this, and let's see the logic behind those questions and find out the correct option. So in general aptitude we know that there are total 10 questions. So 5 questions carry 5 marks and 1 mark for each question, and the next 5 questions carry 2 marks for each question. So there are total 15 marks on this topic. So firstly we will see the question that carries 1 mark each. So we'll see question number 1 to question number 5. So the first question was, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award was conferred dash Mary Kom, champion in boxing, recently in a ceremony dash Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. So this was the question. So we have to fill in the blanks. So conferred means किसी चीज़ के ऊपर discuss करना, something like we know conference is basically discussing on something. So conferred on Mary Kom, champion in boxing, recently in a ceremony at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So the correct option to see this question is option C. So now the next question is, despite a string of poor performances, the chances of KL Rahul's selection in the team are, the option are slim, bright, obvious and uncertain. So look at the question. The question is saying कि despite a string of poor performance, it means that कि poor performance के बावजूद भी the chances of KL Rahul's selection in the team are. So I don't think that the slim is a proper option for this. If we'll go with obvious, then obvious will not suit. Uncertain भी नहीं होगा. So the answer is B, bright. So the solution is B. If we'll go with the next question, which was the simplest of all, it was a very simple question. I guess it was the simplest of all question asked in GATE. So the question is, select the word that fits the analogy. Cover, uncover, associate. Unassociate नहीं होगा, inassociate कोई word नहीं है, misassociate भी नहीं होगा. The option is D, correct. Dissociate. Associate, dissociate. So now the next question is, heat by floods, the kharif summer crop, okay, in various part of the country have been affected. Okay, floods के वजह से खारिफ जो summer के crops है वो बहुत सारे part of the country में affect हो गए हैं. ठीक है. Officials believe that the loss in production of the kharif crop can be recovered with the output of rabi. विंटर की क्रॉप की वजह से वो लोग बिलीव करते हैं कि वो सब सुधर जाएगा. So that the country can achieve its food grain production target of 291 million tons in the crop year 1920. Okay, June and July. They are hopeful that good rains in July and August will help the soil retain moisture for longer period, helping winter sown crops such as wheat and pulses during the November-February period. So this was the question. So it was a paragraph given, and on this we have to find which is the most correct statement from the statements or the options that are provided. Okay, so from the statements we realize that option D is the most appropriate for this. So option D is the answer. Now the next question for 1 mark is, the difference between the sum of the first two n natural numbers and the sum of the first n odd natural number is. The options are A, n square minus n, B, n square plus n, C, twice n square minus n, and D is twice n square plus n. So first, solving this, we have to understand that we have to find the difference between the sum of first twice n natural number and sum of first n odd natural number. So we will use the formula for sum of first twice n natural number, and we will subtract the formula for sum of first n odd natural numbers. Okay. So the formula for the sum of first two n natural number is twice n, in bracket twice n plus 1 upon 2, and the formula for first n odd natural number is n square minus 1. And if we will solve the whole equation, then we will realize that we get the answer as n square plus n. So from this, the option B is the correct solution for this question. So option B is the right answer. So now we'll move towards some of the hard questions. The question that carries 2 marks each. Aptitude questions that carries 2 marks in the GATE. We'll see and try to solve these questions. So the first question is, repo rate is the rate at which Reserve Bank of India RBI lends commercial bank, and reverse repo rate is the rate at which RBI borrows money from commercial bank. Which of the following statements can be inferred from above passage? Okay, so this is the question, and there are four possibilities. Four options are provided, and we have to guess the correct answer. So when we read the option, we realize that option D is the most appropriate answer, and option D is the correct answer for this. Now the next question is PQRSTUVW. There are 8 people that are seated around a circular table. Okay, so some information is provided, that is S is seated opposite to W, U is seated at the second place to the right of R, T is seated at the third place to the left of R, and V is the neighbor of S. So these are the four information that is provided to us. Which of the following must be true? Okay, so we have to determine of which for this 4 option which one is the correct one. Okay, so we will draw a rough diagram for solving this. We'll look at the question and we will try to make a diagram. We have drawn like S is opposite to W. Okay, U is seated at the second place to the right of R. Here is U. T is seated at the third place to the left of R. Okay, and V is the neighbor of S. So according to this, we have drawn the diagram. No information related to P and Q is given. So we have drawn the diagram. Now let us look at the options and try to figure out which can be the most appropriate answer. So these are the options which must be true. So if we look at the diagram and the options, we realize that option C, P is not seated opposite to Q. Obviously P is not opposite to Q. So option C is the most appropriate answer. Now the next question is for a matrix M. Okay, matrix M is a 4 into 4 matrix, 4 rows and 4 columns. The diagonal elements are all 0. The diagonal elements are all 0, and one condition is given, that is Mij is equal to minus Mji. Okay, the minimum number of elements required to fully specify the matrix. So this is the question, and now we will try to draw the matrix and find out the solution. So I have drawn the matrix. Okay, 4 is to 4 matrix, and all the diagonal elements are 0. So if we look at the matrix, there are 6 positions that are required to fully fill the matrix. What are the options? Option A 9, option B 6, option C 12, and option D 16. So as I have drawn the matrix, we come to know that option B is the correct one. Yes, option B is the correct one. There are 6. Now 6 is the number of elements required to fully specify the matrix. So the question is a profit share of 2 companies. 2 companies are given, P and Q are shown in the figure. A figure is also provided. If 2 companies have invested a fixed and equal amount every year, then the ratio of total revenue of company P to the total revenue of company Q during 2013 and 2018 is. Okay, this is the question. Now let us look at the figure and try to understand what information is given in the figure. So if we look at the figure, the shaded one is the company P and the light one is company Q. Okay, profit percentages are given, and on the y-axis and on the x-axis year are given. So let us try to solve this question. We will use a very basic formula, that is revenue minus investment is equals to profit. We know that P is the shaded one and Q is the light one. So if we will calculate for P, let us consider investment. Okay, he have given the condition that the investment for both the companies is constant. Okay, so we will consider the investment as 100. So for P we will add the profit percent, and we will also add the investment. So for P, 100 plus 10 plus 100 plus 20, we have got the profit percent from the figure, 100 plus 10, 100 plus 20. So if we will add this for all the 6 years from 2013 to 2018, we have got the values as 800. And also for Q, if we will calculate for Q, we have got the answer as 850. Now we have to find the ratio, so we will divide both this term. So taking ratio 800 upon 850, we have got 16 upon 17. So the solution to this question is 16 is to 7. Now the next question is based on time and distance. So 10th and the last question is, the distance between Delhi and Agra is 233 km. A car P started traveling from Delhi to Agra, and another car O started from Agra to Delhi along the same road. 1 hour after the car P started, the two cars crossed each other 75 minutes after the car O started. Both cars were traveling at constant speed. The speed of car P was 10 km per hour, more than the speed of car O. How many kilometers the car O had traveled when the car crossed each other? And there are 4 options available. The first one is 66.6, the second one is 116.8, the third one is 75.2, and the fourth one is 88.2. So let's find out. Okay, so if we'll look at the figure, I have drawn a very small diagram for this. P is starting from Delhi and O is starting from Agra. Okay, so the time P is taking, the time P is taking is 1 hour 75 minutes, and as O has started 1 hour late, so the time is 75 minutes. Okay, and the total distance to cover is 233 kilometers. So now from the question we have got that the speed of P is equals to speed of Q plus 10 km per hour. So let speed of P be S1 and the speed of Q be S2. So S1 is equals to S2 plus 10 km per hour. T1 is equals to 2.25 hour and T2 is equals to 1.25 hour. Now using speed is equals to distance upon time. So from this we have got two equations S1 for S1 and S2. S1 is equals to x upon 2.25 and S2 is equals to y upon 1.25. But we know that S1 is equals to S2 plus 10, and if we will put this value in equation 1, so the equation 1 becomes S2 plus 10 is equals to x upon 25, and if we will put the value of S2 in the equation 3, then we have got another equation. Okay, and we also know that x plus y, let the distance cover when they cross each other be x for the distance covered by P, and by for the distance covered by O when they cross each other. Okay, so from this we have got x plus y is equals to 233 km, which is the total distance, and when we will solve this equation we will get the answer as 75.02. Again, I want to say that thank you so much guys for watching my video. Please like, subscribe and share. You can also recommend me something if you want a video on any topic, something like that. So you can comment in the comment box. Till then, keep liking. Please subscribe, share my videos to your friend.